In the world of woodworking, where tradition meets the quiet wisdom of nature, there exists a hidden heritage of ancient techniques that continue to guide modern professionals. And as we explore these time-tested methods, we uncover not just tricks, but a philosophy that transforms ordinary wood into timeless art. Long before power tools, laser cutters, and automated sanders, early wood artisans developed subtle ways of reading, shaping, and enhancing wood. And these methods remain valuable today because they rely on understanding the material rather than forcing it into shape, creating results that feel organic, intentional, and deeply connected to the natural world. One of the foundational secrets dates back centuries. The art of reading wood grain as though it were a map, because every curve, knot, and line tells a story of the tree's life, from how it swayed in the wind to how it grew toward the sun. And professional woodworkers use this knowledge to predict how the wood will behave under a chisel, saw, or bending tool, preventing cracking, chipping, or unexpected warping. Understanding grain direction allows the woodworker to flow with the natural movement of the fibers, creating carvings that are smooth, controlled, and harmonious. And for a beginner, this single insight can instantly elevate the quality of their craft because it transforms carving from a struggle into a collaboration. Another ancient technique still used by experts is steam bending, a method that appears almost magical, where rigid wood becomes soft, flexible, and almost silk-like when exposed to heat and moisture, allowing it to curve into shapes that seem impossible at first glance. Ancient boat builders, furniture makers, and artisans used this process to create rounded forms long before machines existed. And today's professionals still rely on steam bending to craft artistic curves, decorative accents, and ergonomic furniture, proving that some of the most breathtaking forms come from working with nature rather than against it. Even beginners can experiment with steam bending using simple setups, discovering how the wood gently obeys when its fibers are softened, and how each curve becomes a unique signature shaped by temperature, timing, and touch. Coloring wood naturally is another ancient art that predates chemical stains by centuries, and early woodworkers relied on plants, oils, ashes, minerals, and even fire to bring out deep, warm tones that still captivate the eye today. Professional woodworkers often continue this tradition because natural pigments sink into the wood gently instead of masking the texture, creating finishes that feel earthy, authentic, and aged with dignity, while also being safer and environmentally friendly. A piece finished with walnut oil, charcoal shading, or crushed leaf pigments tells a story that artificial colors simply cannot replicate. And for beginners, learning how to tint wood naturally becomes a creative adventure that connects them to ancient artisans who used nothing but what nature provided. Equally essential is the age-old practice of carving with the grain, a principle so simple yet so fundamental that every professional woodworker returns to it again and again, because the wood grain behaves like flowing water. Move with it, and your blade glides effortlessly. Move against it, and the fibers resist, splinter, or tear. Ancient carvers mastered this rhythm long before modern blades were created, and it remains one of the most valuable techniques in sculpture, relief carving, and detailed ornamentation, allowing the wood to express its natural beauty while responding smoothly to each cut. For beginners, this realization can be transformative, turning frustration into satisfaction as the chisel begins to feel like an extension of the hand, moving gracefully along the grain's natural path. Finally, an ancient finishing method that still defines professional craftsmanship is the use of natural oils and waxes to nourish wood from within, creating surfaces that glow with understated beauty rather than a synthetic shine. Oils such as tongue, linseed, and walnut penetrate deep into the fibers, enhancing strength while revealing the full richness of the grain. And when topped with warm beeswax, the wood develops a soft, velvety sheen that ages gracefully over time, becoming more beautiful the longer it is cared for. This finishing tradition connects the maker to the material in a personal way, as the slow process of massaging oil into the wood becomes not just a technique, but a ritual, a moment where the piece transforms from an object into art. What makes these ancient wood art tricks so powerful is that they are not complicated or inaccessible. Instead, they encourage patience, respect, and a willingness to understand wood as a living material with its own character. And it is this mindset that allows professionals to craft pieces with soul. In a world full of mass-produced decor, handmade wood art that carries traces of ancient methods stands out instantly, attracting buyers who appreciate authenticity, craftsmanship, and the comforting warmth of natural materials. Whether you're carving for pleasure, creating decor for your home, or building a woodcraft business for profit, these ancient techniques can set your work apart and help you develop a style that feels both timeless and personal, echoing the wisdom of centuries of artisans. And so, as we step away from the workshop of the past and return to the modern world, we carry with us the enduring truth that wood art is more than skill. It is conversation, collaboration, and connection. And the more we learn from ancient craftsmen, the more extraordinary our own creations can become. May these old-world secrets inspire you to pick up your tools, listen to the grain, and bring new life to every piece of wood you touch. If this video inspired you to begin your own woodworking path, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more guides and ideas. Thanks for watching, and may your workshop always be filled with creativity, confidence, and the timeless elegance of handmade wood.